Hello, my good friends, my Gents Centarians. Today we're talking complementation without representation.
What?
That's right, the most complimented cologne fragrances of the year. Usual caveats apply, of course. If you never leave your house, you're never gonna get compliments. Unless they're online. Technically, you could get those, but they probably wouldn't be for your fragrance. Also, most compliments that you receive are going to be from people you know, whether that's coworkers, loved ones, acquaintances, whatever. It's not as common to get compliments from people that you've never seen in your life before, but it is more common for that to happen if you have jobs where you're in the public speaking, facing public people. Like a bartender. Or a waiter, or just a bro who's randomly putting himself out there. Nailed that intro. All these fragrances are gonna be linked in the description below. These ones are certified compliment magnets. And we begin with Rayhan. This one is Lion, and it smells really similar to Ultramall by Jean Paul Gaultier, which means it also smells really similar to 9 p.m. by Offnon, which is also really well known for pulling attention and compliments. The reason that Lion is here is because it is stronger, it's louder, it projects more, which means of course it's gonna help you get noticed. And with having that Ultramall type of DNA, it is an established fragrance style that pretty much everybody likes. You know, that melding of fresh and sweet together just works perfectly. It's one of the best fragrances that Rayhan has put out, though I do think they've come out with ones this year that I like more, that I think are better than this one, like the new Terra, for example. But I've only had Terra a couple weeks, so you can't really compare apples to apples with this one that I've had much longer. In actuality, if I had Terra for more of the year, it would probably be in this list and this one wouldn't, but you know, that's how it shakes out. Rayhan Lion, number 10, smelling like 9 p.m., smelling like Ultramall if it was on the juice. If it was just roided out, just freaking angry. Yeah, that's this. Number 9 is from a brand that a lot of people don't really clock as being one of the bigger clone houses, which that's because it's not. And they don't really clock this brand for much of anything, but the people that know. It is Dusk by the Woods Collection. Just so random. The brand name, the Woods Collection, you know, it doesn't really tell you much. Sounds like it's gonna be just some arbitrary niche house, right? Oh, the Woods Collection. And then the presentation style looks pretty similar across the line. It does have a nice wooden cap, which is magnetic, so points for that. But this right here is actually low-key one of the best Parfums de Marly latent dupes ever made. Like, it is really, really good. It smells way pricier than what you actually pay to pick the scent up. It's about 45-ish bucks from places like JOMASHOP, and the fragrance itself, note breakdown wise, really similar to Layton. So you're gonna find apple in here, you're gonna find lavender, vanilla, also cardamom, woods, geranium, and patchouli. Extremely rich, sexy, spicy, and sweet, with great longevity to boot. Dusk is a killer. And in here at number 9. And there are other very good latent alternatives out there. Detour Noir by All Haramain is gonna be solid. It's cheaper than this one, but overall this one smells higher quality. Mirage Absolu by French Avenue, if you can ever find it, is a great alternative to latent exclusive. Do not overpay for it though, because I've seen it on eBay for like $80, $90, you know, just don't do that. You would think it would be in stock, like this is prime season, fall and winter time, have it in stock, you know, but what are you gonna do? If you can find Mirage Absolute for a good price though, absolutely worth checking out. Number 8, Marwa by Rabiat Prestige. This is, of course, Imagination by Louis Vuitton, and it has an amazing atomizer. Unfortunately, no magnetic cap. You gotta have both. You gotta have the magnetic cap and the amazing atomizer. That's what we really need here. The people have spoken, and by the people, I mean just me.
Bruh.
And my weird obsession with magnetic caps and really good atomizers. So this dude right here, good amount of citrus, also has tea in there, ginger as well, little cinnamon, little ambroxan, neroli, very fresh, clean, zingy, slightly soapy. This one is a banger for spring and summer, great daytime fragrance, very classy, easy to wear. Just that type of fragrance that you don't really have to think about at all. Just grab, spray, go. Unfortunately, because of its popularity, it's not really super cheap. It's about 50 bucks most of the time. Sometimes you can find it for a little bit less, but just be aware aware that this is not going to be one of those ones that's hitting around, you know, $25 or so. So that's a little drawback. But the fragrance itself bangs. It bangs. It's good. After that one, we have Legacy by Maison Esrar. Legacy. Maison Esrar, of course, is part of Gulf Orchid. Same deal. It's like Maison Alhambra with Lattafa and all that stuff. So this fragrance smells similar to Blue Talisman. In fact, it was the first really big Blue Talisman clone. Or it kind of came out around the same time as Art of Universe, like they hit about the same time, but this one got talked about a whole lot. It's got ginger once again, just like the last fragrance. Also has pear in there, a little bit of citrus. As it dries down, jasmine, musk, orange blossom, so you've got white floral notes, you've got a clean fizzy musk, a little bit of woodiness also. Once again, amazing longevity. The stuff sticks around forever, especially for this type of scent that's extremely versatile. I mean, really, you could wear this pretty much year round. Ever so slightly cheaper than the last couple. This one about $40 and worth every single penny of that 40 bucks. Monstrous compliment puller with a great mix, once again, of fresh and sweet together, along with great performance. This is that type of scent that you can rock whenever you want. And a lot of times, those are the fragrances that are gonna get you the most compliments because you are wearing them more often. That's just kind of how it goes, and pretty much all of you know that at this point, but if you wear one fragrance 30 times, you have a much higher likelihood of pulling compliments with that than one that you wear twice. Unless the fragrance that you're wearing 30 times is Secretions Magnifique and you're walking around smelling like somebody did business on you. If you don't know that fragrance, feel free to look it up. Feel free to look up the sticker of the fragrance with the wiener just being happy, just being happy all over the place. Use your imagination.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
But if you're wearing that fragrance 30 times, and then the fragrance that you wore twice is, I don't know, Dior Sauvage, at that point, maybe the one you wear twice does pull more compliments. So I guess there is that in a weird, really messed up kind of way, I guess. The next fragrance is an absolute monster. But before we get to that one, codes. I'm gonna be so quick with the codes today, so quick. Look at them, here they are. If you want clones, Gift Express, the Perfume Box, Fragflex, and JOMASHOP. If you want niche, Lucky Scent. If you want designers, check out most of them. They all have designers for the most part, except Lucky Scent. Next fragrance, Liquid Brune. What am I doing here? The plan. Take the bottle and act like you're smushing it. In reality, just drop it like an idiot. Nice. I think I actually dinged my table. Craig the table, did you take damage? Where did this damage come from? I don't think that's Craig the table, I don't know. There's like damage down here, something fell off something. Of the table, I think. But I don't see anything, it's not the bottle. A mystery. Liquid Brune. This one right here, the first big Altair clone. Altair. So like throwing it back to Assassin's Creed style, right? It's close enough. If you know, you know. Gourmand Monster. Very cozy, sexy, warm, sweet, perfect for fall and winter time. In terms of the notations that you're gonna find in this fragrance, cinnamon, cardamom, praline, vanilla, also a little orange blossom, some woody notes. It is an absolute stunner when it's cool outside. And pretty much every brand out there has like their version of this fragrance at this point. It's just kind of how it goes, you know? Just like pretty much every brand has their version of Aventus, right? But I keep going back to this one, just the first really big one. So Liquid Brune slotting in right here, kind of in the middle. And slotting just above this one, kind of funny because I just mentioned Aventus, this Supremacy Collector's Edition. This is by Offnon. And yeah, it's Aventus, but not normal Aventus. No, not just any old normal basic Aventus. This one is very fancy. This one is Absolute Aventus, which is totally different. And by totally different, I mean kind of different. It does though smell absolutely amazing. You can wear this stuff, again, whenever you want. Pineapple and bergamot off the top. Very bright, zingy, fresh, almost sparkling. You also have a very faint apple kind of along the edge when you first spray that fragrance on, so it's got this nice crispness to it. Orange blossom, birch, moss as it dries down, gives it this nice woodiness, great staying power. It sticks around forever. It projects really, really well. It has that versatility nailed down, like 10 out of 10 in terms of versatility. Just one of those fragrances that will easily get you noticed no matter what you're doing. And in terms of the price, it is a killer bang for your buck, which is why this has become one of the most popular Aventus type alternatives out there today. Absolutely deserving of that. This stuff crushes. And Armaf has a really good one too, Club de Nuit Précieux 1, which is also an absolutely amazing alternative to Absolute Aventus. The potential drawback for that one compared to this one for some people, that one comes in a smaller bottle, so you don't get as much. And price-wise, it's actually usually a little bit pricier. So you spend more for a smaller bottle size compared to this. Now, some people will say that maybe Club de Nuit Précieux 1 is higher quality than this one right here, but I think realistically for most people, this one probably is gonna be the more attractive pickup. Number 4, just outside the top 3, Camera Ducan by Lattafa. You gotta figure at this point that Lattafa is gonna come out with a new Assad and a new Camera, at least one every year. You gotta figure that. Question is, what will next year be? Are they gonna take Camera up another rung? Or is it gonna be something that's kind of, when did this one come out? Like what part of the year? I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it was around March, like beginning of the year, so that would mean a new one could be so close. My bottle was produced March 2025. It's brand new pretty much. But for now, this one right here in 4th place, and basically what it does is it takes that Camera DNA and it adds this great smoky nuance to it, this bit of tobacco in there. So of course it's got that spiciness, it has that sweetness like you expect from any Camera fragrance, but then it's just boosted up ever so slightly, giving that extra push forward, a little better longevity, better projection for me. And that tobacco, that little bit of smokiness in there, gives a nice balance to the sweetness, brings balance to the force, which to me improves it. This one grew on me a lot over this year. Number 3 is Veneno Black by French Avenue. And they just came out with a new black fragrance, which is this one, Vulcan Black. Friday, oh wait, other side. Friday, Black Friday limited edition, which is, it's kind of funny in a way. It is like semi-big brain in a funny kind of way that they were sitting there and they were like, we're coming out with Vulcan Black Friday. Yeah, we're gonna sell it on Black Friday. It's gonna be black. Genius. And this one right here is Xerjoff Tony Iommi Deified, and it's really, really good, but I will say there's a little difference. To me, the Xerjoff has more fruit off the top. So it's got more of this like zinginess, this tartness, a little bit of a fruity pop in the opening. That one doesn't have as much. Still really close, especially as it dries down, but the opening is different. Veneno Black, this one smells like by Killian's Smoking Hot. That's like one of my favorites. Really sweet, almost candied, a little bit sugary, tobacco, apple shisha off the top. Also has some smoke in there, cinnamon, vanilla as it dries down. Just a really, really, really nice fragrance for fall and winter time, or really any time that it's kind of cool outside. Number 2, Arc du Parfum Abstracto by Armaf. This one giving me a little bit of that Valentino action, but with a twist. So it smells similar to Valentino Born in Roma Intense. Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense. It's got the same kind of lavender, vanilla, woody scent profile as that one, but then this one has coffee added, also citrus off the top. So it's gonna give you a little bit of a different vibe overall. It's like a twist on that fragrance. And to be fair, to some people, it's not gonna be as good. It's not gonna be close to as good as Born in Roma Intense, because it doesn't lean as heavily into that like vanilla lavender combo as that one does. Instead, as I said, this one has that twist. It has that coffee added in there, which I actually really love, my wife loves, but you know, if you don't like coffee and fragrances, probably not gonna be for you. And that little citrus kind of like almost sugared tinge off the top is a little different here compared to Born in Roma Intense as well. Longevity is good, lasts a long time, projection pretty good as well, not like apocalyptic, but still pretty good. And it's another one of those ones that grew on me that I ended up wearing more than I thought I would, which is kind of why it's up here. Just really solid day-to-day wear. And number 1 is actually Hawass Ice. Yes, good old Hawass. What a surprise. This DNA people love. During spring and summertime, Hawass Ice is a monster. For a fresh type fragrance, the performance is fantastic off my skin. It lasts a long time, projects very well. It's got a nice blend of sweetness, freshness, briskness. It does have kind of an icy feel when you first spray it on, hence the name. Apple, citrus, orange blossom, plum, kind of all of that working together in the opening and the mid. As it dries down, a little bit of clean woods, musk, stuff like that. Basically smells like, to me, an improved Hawass. Like you take the original Hawass, keep most of that styling how it is, and then just make it better, easier to wear, more attention grabbing, with a nicer balance of fresh and sweet, because the original Hawass for some people leans a little more towards that sweet side, can be a little more cloying, a little more off-putting if you wear too much of it. This fixes a lot of that. So Hawass Ice #1, spring, summer, early fall, that stuff, can't beat it. So there they are, the 10 cologne fragrances, best for me this year for compliments. As always, I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me here until the end. Let me know in the comments which cologne fragrances work best for you. Because of course, everybody's got different styles, wearing different things. So it's good to hear what's working for other people also. I wanna thank you guys so much for hanging with me here until the end. We have pretty much made it through another year. Let's hope 2026 comes with even better stuff. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.